In a show packed with warriors, dragons, and epic battles, it's easy to overlook a quiet, bookish character like Samwell Tarly. But one particular moment in Game of Thrones proves that Sam's courage, intelligence, and moral compass arguably make him an even bigger hero than Jon Snow, the brooding bastard of Winterfell turned reluctant king. Jon Snow may wield a Valyrian steel sword and have risen from the dead, but it was Samwell Tarly who changed the course of Westeros, not with brute strength, but with knowledge, empathy, and conviction. The moment Sam learns the truth about Jon. In Season 8, Episode 1, Sam discovers a secret that shakes the foundations of Westeros. After learning from Bran Stark that Jon Snow is not the son of Ned Stark, but rather the legitimate son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, making Jon the true heir to the Iron Throne, Sam is the one tasked with revealing this truth. This moment is more than a dramatic plot twist. It's the culmination of Sam's growth. He doesn't just pass on the information blindly, he understands the magnitude of what he's doing. Sam knows this knowledge could destabilize the fragile alliance between Jon and Daenerys, but he also understands that truth matters, especially when the fate of the realm hangs in the balance. Bravery beyond the battlefields. Samwell Tarly's heroism doesn't come from swordplay, though he does manage to kill a White Walker with dragonglass. It comes from making the hard, often thankless choices. From the moment he arrives at the Night's Watch, Sam is bullied, belittled, and dismissed. But he doesn't let that define him. He chooses compassion over cruelty. He saves Gilly and her son from Craster's heat, defying both the Night's Watch's rules and his own fear. He risks his life to retrieve critical information from the Citadel. He performs surgery to cure Ser Jorah Mormont of Grayscale, a procedure that most masters deemed impossible. These aren't just acts of service. They're acts of bravery that often go unnoticed in a world obsessed with martial glory. Jon Snow's heroism is great, but conventional. Jon Snow, undoubtedly, is a classic fantasy hero. He's noble, courageous, and self-sacrificing. He dies for his men, unites the North, and leads the fight against the Night King. But Jon often stumbles into leadership, reacting to events rather than proactively shaping them. His heroism, while admirable, is traditional, sword in hand, charging into danger. Samwell, on the other hand, embodies a different kind of strength. He fights not because he wants to, but because he has to. He resists the toxic masculinity of Westeros, clings to his integrity, and constantly seeks knowledge, the one thing that ends up mattering most in the war against the dead. Knowledge is power, literally. It's Sam who discovers that dragonglass can kill White Walkers. It's Sam who learns about Jon's true parentage. It's Sam who urges Jon and Daenerys to set aside their ambitions for the good of the realm. Without Sam, the living would have stood no chance against the army of the dead. Even Tyrion Lannister, another intellectual hero of the series, is more pragmatic and politically driven. Sam stands apart because he values doing what is right, not what is easy or expedient. He doesn't play the Game of Thrones, and that's what makes him indispensable in a world where almost everyone else is trying to win it. The unsung hero archetype. In many ways, Samwell Tarly is the Frodo Baggins of Game of Thrones, an ordinary man doing extraordinary things not because he seeks glory, but because someone must. His contributions may not be as flashy as Jon Snow's battlefield heroics, but they are just as, if not more, important. By the end of the series, Sam becomes Grand Maester, the keeper of knowledge and history, and one of the few characters who survives with his honor intact. He never wavers from who he is, and that quiet resilience might be the rarest trait in Westeros. Conclusion. Jon Snow might be the hero we cheer for in battle, but Samwell Tarly is the hero we aspire to be in real life, thoughtful, kind, and courageous in the face of fear. That moment when he tells Jon the truth about his parentage encapsulates all that makes Sam exceptional: his loyalty to his friends, his belief in justice, and his willingness to carry burdens others cannot. In the end, it wasn't the sword that saved Westeros. It was the pen, the book, the brain, and above all, the heart of Samwell Tarly.